What's up YouTube, this is Demkeys back again with another Python tutorial, and today we're going to learn about lists. Lists are used to group values together. Those values could be integers, strings, characters, etc. You can also have a list with different data types. So you could have a list that contains integers, strings and characters. Let's take a look at some examples. Alright, so how do you create a list? Let's say the list name is A. So A equals, you open square bracket, and let's say in this case we want to add just simple numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice I've separated them with commas. This is how you separate different values in a list. You hit enter and a list has been created with these 6 numbers. When you press A and press enter, you have these 6 numbers showing up. You can also index lists, but before we index, let me show you how to add characters to a list. So A equals, we're gonna add 3 characters. Sorry. Yeah. Alright, so you can also index lists. Let's say A equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I type A 5. So keep in mind when you talk about indexing, the count starts from 0, not from 1. So this would be the 6th item in the list. That should be 6. You can also go backwards, so that's A -1. You can also do what is called slicing. So let's say A 2:4 or 2:5. You can also concatenate lists. So let's say A equals A plus, let's add characters over here. So that's A, comma B, comma C, comma D. Now this is what A looks like. To clear up a list, you could use say A and colon. This is supposed to access the list from the start to the end. So equals this, and at that point A is blank. You could also use just A equals empty square brackets and you would get the same result. Let's populate this list again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then some characters. And let's add a string as well. Now you can get the length of this list using the length function. So it has 11 items in the list. You can also create nested lists. So we have A already set up as one list. Let's create another list. This list can be just a bunch of bigger numbers. And now create C. C should be A, comma B. So what we are doing is we are storing the values of A and B into C. And now when you type C and press enter, you have both the lists showing up. Notice 2 square brackets over here. The first square bracket is for C list, second square bracket is for A list, and that square bracket ends over here. The square bracket for the B list starts here and ends over here, and then you see the closing square bracket for the C list. To access these values, you first enter the number of the list that you want to access. So in this case, since it starts from 0, we'll say 0, or let's say 1. We'll access the second list, and within the second list, which item you want to access, you enter the index number of that item. Let's say 4. This is the result you get. So let's see if that's accurate. So this is 0, this is 1, and within 1 you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's accurate. Let's try accessing the first list. So that'll be 0 over here, and let's access the 6th item in this list. So we are accessing the 6th item in A list. Let's see if that is accurate. This is 0, so that's the first list. Then start counting from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is how you use lists in Python. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Do check out these other videos as well. The video on the top left teaches you how to use the line renderer. The video on the top right teaches you how to use lens flares, and on the bottom left is a playlist for the Unity 4.6 UI Tools series. I'm also accepting donations, so if you would like to help me out, you can send your donations to my PayPal email address, which is mentioned on the screen and in the description down below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.
Is he grow? Is he fame? Is he even still the same? Claiming Lord's boys, but we never seen him main. Out on cover, now on album when he get the chance to hang. Like, damn, 1 through 4. Niggas acting like I never been through them doors. Moved uptown and I rocked a little red. Niggas asking if I'm raw cause I'm out in Hempstead. Like, shit, who are you? Entourage member or part of the crew? EMG